Hey, 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 Facebook Live, what's going on? This is Candace Camille coming in with the lunchtime workout, right? Actually, you guys caught me at the end of my workout. So, I was so into doing biceps today and laterals, which is the back, that I realized I hadn't gone live, right? So I finished my main workout, which I was working on, like I said, I'm working on back and buys today. Hey, Jason. So I'm finishing up, and generally after I lift the weights, and a lot of times go heavy weights, I get on one of the aerobic machines. And this machine actually is an elliptical. So, hey, Vanessa, is an elliptical that I'm working on. So this is my lunchtime workout. You know, this is where you pull away from the gym. Hey, Sophia, thanks for joining. You know, you pull away from your work, from your computer, and you get a little something done for yourself. So generally I go eat, but I also work out as lunchtime. And the best thing about this being, you know, part of a gym, I can go to my own gym and pretty much work out, especially when your place of business is right up the street from your house, right? So you get to just go get it done, right? So today is a back day and a bicep day. So I've been curling and I've been pulling, which is the same thing. So, but I wanted to come in and talk about, but before we go there, I want to thank you guys for joining, Jason and Vanessa and everybody else. But two things I want you to hit the love button. You know, they have the like button, but I like the heart button, you know. Give me some hearts, that's number one. And number two, I would like for you to share this out. There's the hearts. Thank you, Sophia. Reach down and hit the share button, right? Hit the share button and let folks know that the Wellologist is here giving out a little bit of my money. I'm up here at Willpower Sports and Wellness, you know, on this lunchtime, getting it in, and I decided I wanted to give away some money, right? You always say, you know, you giving away money? So I'm giving away some my money today, and that's what it is. It's my money. So as I finish up my workout, y'all know how I feel about the elliptical trainer. So, hey, baby, how you doing? Got my grandbaby up here listening in. Absolutely love it. Say hello to my grandbaby, which is Greg Thompson in the house. That's my oldest grandbaby there, watching his grandmother just work it out, right? So, one of the things is that the mind money, it's the mind and building up your mental muscle. And one of the things I want to talk about today is procrastination. We pay a heavy tax for procrastination. I mean, we pay a heavy tax for procrastinating. And it's just dumb. So I don't know if I want to call it a procrastination tax or just a dummy tax. Because the more that we procrastinate, the more we're going to have to pay. What is it that you're paying that you don't have to pay when you procrastinate, when you don't do the things, when you are laying back just saying, I should do this, or I think I'm going to do it? You know, what tax are you paying? What's the cost of your procrastination? And the reason why I say this and talking about this is because I got so busy building my business, and I know that I want to speak. I know I want to go out the country, you know, and those sorts of things. And I didn't realize that my passport had expired, right? I didn't realize that my passport had expired. Or I realized it a couple of months ago when I should have went and take care of it right then and right now. But I did not because I was so busy. So now I had to pay a procrastination tax. I had to pay a procrastination tax to get my passport. See, because you see in a couple of weeks, I'm leaving the country, right? And you need your passport to leave the country. So not only do you have to pay for the passport, you have to pay an expedited fee because you did not You did not, you did not go do what you were supposed to do. So it's just dumb to play a procrastination tax. So I had to pay extra money, take extra time in order to get it done. So what are you procrastinating on that's getting you to pay this dummy tax? So when you look at what's going on in your life, what dummy tax are you paying? You paying a stall tax, behind things tax, in your feelings tax, busy tax, busted tax. What are you procrastinating on that you're paying tax on? See, it's just dumb to pay procrastination tax. We are all paying a tax that we don't have to, but then we scrounge at the very end to get it done at a cost. We consistently say we don't have extra money, we don't have extra time, but we procrastinate, and then we have to pay the dummy tax. See, because it's just dumb to have to pay extra when you don't have to, when all you have to do is take care of things at the time they need to take care of it. What is your procrastination costing you, right? What is your procrastination costing you? Yeah, you stalling, what's the cost? You behind in everything, what's the cost? You all stuck in your feelings instead of getting things done, what's the cost? You broke, busted, and disgusted, what's the tax on that? What are you paying? There's a procrastination tax, y'all. We fuss about paying taxes all so long. This is tax season, right? This is tax season. You're so worried about what you're going to get back and pay your tax and your taxes from the government. What are you paying out in the dummy tax? See, I was pissed when I got to the State Department and realized I had to pay almost an extra $100 to get my passport expedited because I needed fast when I could have gotten it renewed 6 months ago and didn't have to worry about it. See, we procrastinate. We wait to the last minute. That's the tax that we're paying, right? I want you guys to hit the heart button. Is somebody out there that's paying a procrastination tax? That's what you want to put in here. Hashtag dummy tax, a hashtag procrastination tax. What is it costing you? It's just dumb. I'm like, really? You don't even want to tell yourself, now that was just dumb because it didn't have to be. It was a cost I didn't have to pay if I would have just paid attention, or if I turn my should I to a must I, And I talked about this last night, but it bears repeating. I must. What is it that you dummy tax, procrastination tax? Yes, and that's what it is. So if you're staying there, it's costing you too much. What are your procrastinations costing you? So I would like for you guys that's on here, right? Put the dummy tax hashtag, and then what are you procrastinating at? What tax are you paying? What is it costing you in a procrastination tax that you can take it away? See, we're insistently looking for things that we need to save on, right? We need to save on, right? Burning the t-shirt, yes. Turn my should into a I must, absolutely. I should have taken care of my passport months ago. But as I'm getting prepared to leave the country, I'm like, oh snap, I did not go get my passport. So when I get there to get it done and I get this $200 bill, I'm like, are you kidding me? Right? Reclaiming my tax. Yes, you gotta reclaim your tax. See, because it's a cost that we don't have to pay. Right? Reclaim your tax. So I ask each and every one of you on here, who needs to reclaim their tax? Who needs to get out of the dummy tax mode, the procrastination tax? It's just dumb, to have to pay that tax. I'm looking like I'm a little teed off, right? And I am. I could have did something else with that $100. But you know what? I had to pay the dummy tax. I had to pay the procrastination tax because that's what I did. I waited to the last minute. How many of you are waiting to the last minute to get the things done because you procrastinated. You got to reclaim your tax for you. Paying Advil for the headaches, paying always in a rush. Yes, if you're paying always in a rush tax, there's some things you're going to have to reevaluate. Hashtag procrastination tax. Stop paying the tax that you don't have to. If I would have just followed through and did what I was supposed to do, I would not have had to pay the procrastination tax, right? Now you're rushing around, trying to get somewhere so you can get the things done that you needed to do. And we do it all the time, thinking we got time. See, time, time is created because we create the time to do the things that we really want to do. But when it gets too late, you pay the tax. You pay the penalty to go nowhere and get nothing. Let's keep it real. Come on now, Johnsy. Come on now. That's what I'm talking about. We're in a rush to go nowhere and get nothing. Let's just keep it real, she says. Procrastination tax. See, because ideally when you're in a rush to get things done and you going nowhere, it is a procrastination because you're putting things off you really don't want to do. We simply say we don't have time to do it. But the fact of the matter is you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. And then you rush around to get it done when it's too late or something is getting ready to happen. We do it all the time. We all are paying the procrastination tax. That's just dummy. Hashtag procrastination tax. See, you have to get through it. What else are you procrastinating on? Are you procrastinating on your body? Are you procrastinating on working out? Are you procrastinating on eating right? What tax are you paying for not eating right? What tax are you paying for not working out, right? What tax are you paying for not sleeping well? What tax are you paying for not eating well? See, there's a dummy tax that goes along with it. And see, then we want the tax back when it's too late. See, but it's too late because you already paid the tax. See, when you pay the tax in because you're not sleeping right, you get sleep deprivation, you can't think right, right? You can't get it right. When you don't eat right, you're eating all kinds of crap. What's the tax you got to pay? You got to pay the obesity tax. Come on, y'all. There's some taxes that you're paying in your life that don't have to be because you're procrastinating, thinking you still got time. See, they say I don't have no time for that. It's simply because you don't want to do it. You don't mind paying the procrastination tax. Come on now. What tax are you paying when you're not moving, right? Are you paying I got joint pain because you don't want to move? I got pain tax. It's still a procrastination tax. It's a dummy tax. All of it is just dumb when it's in our control to get the things done. That's my rant today. I'm ranting because I was pissed that I had to pay the extra $100. Who am I pissed at for paying the procrastination tax? Me, nobody. Paid the tax plus interest. Come on, Chauncey. That's what I'm saying. You ain't eating right. You overweight. You obese. You can't sleep. You can't walk. You can't get up and down the stairs because you breathing too hard. You're paying a tax. You are paying. What's the cost of procrastination tax? See, we're so busy, like John C. said, running around trying to work on our businesses, but we're paying a heavy tax on the other side. We're paying a heavy tax. See, all that money that we're trying to make, we're going to pay it in back taxes. We're going to pay it in back taxes because I'm telling you, I was ranting in the office like, are you kidding me? I got to pay what to get this in 3-4 days because I need it next week? Why? I got to pay the penalty. There's a penalty for dummies. When you do it, I call it the dummy tax or the procrastination tax. Even as I went in there, I was like, good Lord, Candace, that was just dumb. That was just dumb. I asked my friend Shania, like, where can I go get my passport in 3 days? Because I forgot. I've been so busy. See, it wasn't important until it is. But when you think of it, there's a penalty to pay when you don't take care of things at the time that you're supposed to take care of them, right? There's a penalty to pay What tax are you, rant and release, what tax are you paying? And what tax are you willing to reclaim here? Are you willing to reclaim today? Let today be the day that you reclaim your money. See, I'm talking about my money right here, right? See, because I'm like, not only did I check myself that this wasn't going to happen to me again. So I got my passport, right? But let me tell you something. I put it on my calendar 6 months to the date to renew my passport when it's renewed again. You know, I had to pay this tax today. Yes, healers do the same thing, neglecting, because we are healers. Yeah, girl, I ain't gonna say that was no neglect. That was just dumb. I just forgot because I was moving. I can't blame that on nobody else but me. You can't blame nothing. Your neglect because you're healing other people, none of that. It was me, you know? I can say, you know what, I've been working, I'm helping other people build their mind equity, build their body equity, you know, getting everything in order. Hell, I just forgot, right? So you had to pay yesterday. I want every now dance workout, reclaim my dance space. Yes, what do you have to claim? How are you reclaiming your tax? See, that was just a spark when I was there in that office getting my passport renewed. That was the spark of what other tax am I paying? What's the cost of procrastination? What is the cost? What tax are you paying? It's just dumb, y'all. It's dumb. So here's the deal. So to reclaim your tax in your body, I want for those of you that's on here, number one, I want you to hit the heart button. I need some hearts today. Y'all see me ranting and raving. I want my money back. But see, here's how I'm going to get my money back. See, I didn't forget. I didn't want to do it. And that's what it is. You know, at the time, you're right, William. At the time, I didn't want to do it when it came to my attention. You can't blame that on nobody but you. When we say we don't have time, it's actually we're saying, I don't want to do it, y'all. I don't feel like doing it. I ain't doing it, right? That's what I said. I will get to it. I will get to it. And I will get to it didn't come till I was preparing when looking up to see if I need a visa to go to a specific country and realize, oh snap, right? What the heck? So I had to go pay the penalty because if I want to get out of this country to go to this country and another country, I needed to get my passport. See what happens when you have to pay the procrastination tax? Is because it caused a spiral downward effect. If I didn't have my passport, I can't go speak here. I got to give the money back that was paid to me to go speak, right? So now your integrity is shot. So it's a spiral that goes along with it. So there's some other tax involved. So even when you're talking about your procrastination, you're procrastinating in your body, right? No more penalties. You're procrastinating in your body. What's the spiral effect on that? What's the domino effect on it? Like, what's the domino effect of you not taking care of you? And I mean really taking care of you. What is that domino effect? What procrastination tax are you paying? Because you saying, I don't have time, meaning you don't want to do it. You saying it's too hard because you don't want to do it. Saying that I got other things, other things I don't want to do. You're simply saying, I don't want to do it. But when you say I don't want to do it and I don't have time, there is a tax to be paid. And once you pay that tax, all other things spiral out of control. See, because when you can't pay the tax, everything starts happening. Penalties start coming. Interest is started added on. And your body procrastination, when you're paying the procrastination tax, you can get sick. I have never heard so many people get so many colds simply because their immune system is down. There's a procrastination tax because you're not doing what's necessary. Take care of you. You're not, feeding yourself the way you should to ward this stuff off. if you're overweight, it didn't come by osmosis. It came by way of eating too much. Now, we all like to say that, I got a thyroid issue. It's my thyroid. I got this condition, but that's the procrastination tax you're doing, because you have to be able to work through that. I'm here to tell you, I was 215 pounds and they diagnosed me with hypothyroidism. But again, it's up to you to do something about it to keep from paying the tax. And it's simply when we say, oh, I'm overweight, simply because I got a problem. I got a thyroid problem. I hear it so much. Interest in larger clothes size. That's right. Stop talking. Hey, Susan, thanks for being here. I absolutely love it. I see Pam McNeil just stepped in the house. Thank you, God. We're talking about paying the dummy tax. It is simply a dummy tax. It is just dumb that we got to pay extra when we don't have to. When we don't have to. What are you paying extra for? And are you ready to reclaim your return? Get your money. Get your money. See, today I'm giving out some money. See, today you are reclaiming your mind money. See, this is making you think. When I stood in that office, let me tell you, I stood there like a dummy. I just got pissed. Like, this is just dumb, Candace. Oh, man, I was just eating crap, paid a major price, no more. Yes, you got to pay. Yes, okay, Jason, thanks for sharing it out. Come back and listen to the rest later. But let me tell y'all, don't pay the procrastination tax. When you look in your life, see what you need to get a return on and figure out what you have to do to get that return. See, that's what this is all about. Hashtag procrastination tax. Come on now, it's just dumb. It don't have to be. There's a price to pay. There's a price, and there's penalties, penalties. See, you have to treat it just like the IRS. When you don't pay the tax, there's a 21% penalties and interest on what you owe. Ask yourself, what do you owe your body from procrastinating? What tax you got to pay? Ask yourself, what penalties and interest you owe your relationships that you didn't pay? What penalties and interest do you owe that you paid? Reclaiming my tax. Everybody needs to reclaim their tax. Listen, I gave myself some mind money today. That, just like John C. said, I had to pay the procrastination tax. I had to pay, I don't have time. I had to pay, I don't want to do it tax. You have to pay penalties when you keep putting stuff off, or when you think things are just too challenging, right? Too challenging. I don't have time. Again, get out of your excuse bag, because you're paying a tax to be down inside of your excuse bag. You got to close the bag. You got to close the bag, reclaim your tax, and get your return. And know what you want your return on. And all of this has been for me standing to get my passport, So get my passport. I'm going to come in the gym and I'm going to work this off, because that was just dumb. We generally say not what ifs, because we're not at a what if place. We are at, this is not, I want you guys to put this in the feed. Share this out. This is not going to happen to me again. I am no longer paying more than I have to. More than I have to. More than I have to just get my body together. More than I have to get my relationships together. More than I have to get my business together. See, generally, we are paying more than we have to. And we just keep going around and around and around. And at a point when you go around and around and around, you're going to fall down, because you're just going to get dizzy. Right? No longer paying more than I have to. That's right. You no longer have to pay more than you have to on anything. It's up to you to do the switch to do the switch. I'm telling you right now, I declare, I'm making my declaration that I ain't never, ever, ever paying extra for my passport again because I had to pay the dummy tax because it was just dumb. I am no longer paying more than I have to, period, across the board, period. But see, when we get that broad, Susan, we lose it. See, you got to break it down. I'm not paying for this. I ain't paying more than I have to for this, for this, for this, and for this. Get very specific. It's like the same thing like the vision boards. We got a vision board and we throwing our whole life up on a board. And when you look at the board a year later, ain't nothing done. So you got to break it down. You got to break it down into small chunks. You know, when you talk about you ain't paying no more than you have to, period, then what? On what? See, that's why we lose it, because we make it so huge, we be like, oh, the heck with it. But no, right here, break it down. Like today, on this day, I ain't paying no more extra for my passport. For my passport. I ain't paying no more extra in my body. I ain't paying that dummy tax because I refuse to do what I need to do for my body so I can feel good. You paying the tax of we're feeling ilky simply because we don't want to feel better. So we prepare to pay the tax. My health, I got you, that's right. Break it down, because when you break it down, you get things done. See, it's just like chewing. If you bite off a piece of steak and you swallow it down, you're going to choke, right? But if you chew it 25, 50 times, you're able to digest it. So when you're talking about reclaiming your tax and not paying for anything anymore, you got to chew it 25, 50 times so you can digest it, so it can flow in your life and it's not a resistance. So for all the things that you're reclaiming, you have to put on it, I must. See, you got to move in your must. See, when it's an absolute must, you get things done. See, back then when I had to get my passport, it wasn't an absolute must. I said I should get my passport renewed. But if I would have said I absolutely need to get my passport renewed today, I would have got it done. What is your must? This is not helping me because it's all about me. This is not helping me because it's all about me. Listen, it ain't even all about me. This is me ranting, William. I'm not understanding that. I'm going to take it that that's what you say to yourself. But at the end of the day, I did the same thing, shaking my head. I know. And that's what we do. So we pay the dummy tax. You know, we all are subject of it. Like, what procrastination tax are you paying? No matter what it is. If it's for my passport, as I said earlier, your body, your relationships, your business, your money, we are all overpaying. But the thing about it ain't Uncle Sam that's penalizing us. It's us that's penalizing us. Because we didn't have time. We didn't want to do it until we have to. And when you get to the point where when I have to, it's too late. You got to pay the penalty. When I realized I'm leaving and open up my stuff, trying to figure out which country I need a visa for and which ones I didn't, then I realized, OMG, my passport. So when I went to go get it done, I paid a penalty, y'all. So you got to stop paying the penalties. I want my mind money back, because procrastination is a deficit in your mind. Let me say that again. Procrastination is a deficit in your mind. So it's just dumb to have to pay the tax on procrastination, right? So you have to just simply, when I say simply, change the game. Change the game. Sometimes we embrace it as a part of our personality. You know, that's how I am. You know, again, no matter how you're looking at it, Yes, you are. Okay. No matter how you look at it, it really doesn't matter how you look at it. If you have taken on as your personality, I don't want procrastination a part of my personality. So that means it's something that have to change about your mind. See, because you get mad at yourself, but then you keep doing the same thing over and over again. What's going to stop you from paying the tax? What's the cost? What's the cost in your body? You know, beyond a disease is just death. There's a cost. There's an early death. You know, there's a life of pain. It's a tax that you're paying. There's a life of diseases that you're taking medication for, right? There's a life of joint pain, right? That you are simply paying for. At what point are you going to stop paying and reclaim your mind money? Because it don't have to be. So I'm here today to tell y'all I want my money back. I want my money back, but it ain't the physical money. Yeah, but then again, I wanted my physical money back today, because if I didn't pay the extra, I would not been able to move forward. What are you paying extra for that still got you stuck? You know? So that's my lunchtime workout, y'all. I'm going to tell you, no more procrastination. No more procrastination tax. Stop paying the bill. So today, I am marking a line. I'm making a line in the sand that I'm not paying any more procrastination tax. What about y'all? For those of you that's on here, are you marking the sand today? Are you drawing a line in the sand that says, I am not paying any more dummy tax? You know, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to be tired. I don't want to be short of breath. I don't want to be sleepy. I don't want to be unclear. I don't want to be focused. You know, I want to be focused, unfocused, I dare say. What is it that you're willing to stop today to draw the line in the sand and say that you're not paying any more procrastination tax on, y'all? So right here, hashtag procrastination tax or hashtag dummy tax, because I'm telling y'all, it was just dumb of me today. Dumb of me not to have to stand there and have to pay so much extra to get what I needed in order to move forward, when this could have been taken care of a long time ago. A long time ago. You know, just like it took me an hour or so to get this done. I had an hour months ago to get it done, but I didn't want to do it. So turn your I should into a I must. Turn your I will into a I must, right? Turn your when into now. When must I do it? Now. You know? Turn your should I into I must, an absolute must. See, because the only time things is going to change, your life is going to change when everything that you want to see come to fruition, it has to be an absolute must. So on this day, I'm drawing a line in the sand that no more procrastination tax. So and from now on, when you hear me saying, you'll never hear me say I should anymore. I'm turning I should into I absolutely must. Somebody put that in the feed. I absolutely must. When you tell yourself about everything that you have to do and you turn it to an absolute must, that's when things start to change. That's when you create your change. Are you willing today to turn your should I into an absolute must so you can get things done? I'm Candace Camille. I must do it today. Yes, now. I must do it now, and I must do it today. Don't wait. Stop procrastinating. Stop paying the procrastination tax. There's a cost when we don't do it now. You know, I absolutely must. Thank you, Sophia. Thank you, William, for putting that in there. Hi there. Candace, such a beautiful soul and spirit. Thank you. Yes, yes. Hey, Stephen, how are you? I need to turn my should I to I did. That's right. I did. Should I? I did it. I must do it. Because when you say must, it's different than I should. So turn your I should. You know, y'all know me. You got to cross try out. I'm trying, no. I'm doing. I did it, nope, done. Can't, nope, turn it. I can. I must. I absolutely must. When? Now. So you got to turn all of those things into getting things done as we speak. Thank you guys for being here in my lunchtime workout. So I had to come and work off my little frustration. I had to come work that tax off. I did. That's right. I did. Anything that you have to do, you need to write those words down. I absolutely must, I did it. Right? I can, I did. That's right. I must, I can. Because now you no longer think you can. You know you can, right? I must, and then I did it. I must do it now. Now is the time. I love Tony Robbins. He's my mentor and don't even know it. And he says, when is now a good time to get started? Right? Right now. Back then, when I realized it was almost time to get my passport, back then, I should have said, when is now? I must do it today. You must do it today. This is your EQ guide. You guys, I am an emotional mastery coach, and let me tell you something. A certified one at that, but I am my best client today. I am my best client. So when I look at things, I never look at things bad. I look at things as good and indifferent. All the indifferent stuff I'm going to have to change. So that's me not paying any more procrastination tax. So I'm guiding myself into not paying any more procrastination tax. If that's you and you need some help with guiding your way into some things that you need to change, you see, I'm a transformational and performance expert. Text the word procrastination to 301-752-8737. Include your first name, your last name, and your email address. And let's talk about you getting a refund on your procrastination. Again, text procrastination to 301-752-8737. Include your first name, your last name, your email address. What would that get you? That will get you a discovery call, with your emotional mastery guide. And let's talk about how to get you a refund on your procrastination. Anybody want a refund on their procrastination, or are you okay with paying the procrastination tax? See, that's a question you have to ask yourself. Are you okay with paying your procrastination tax? I know that I'm not okay with paying that tax. So I'm relinquishing that. I'm telling you, I want a refund on it. I'm not paying it again. There will be no interest and penalties on it from this day forward, and that's my line in the sand. Thank you guys for joining. I absolutely love your support. Thanks for being here. For more information about me, go to CandiceCamille.com and join me in this mind money. Join me in getting your mind money, because that's what it's all about, y'all. I'm just giving out some mind money today. Hopefully each and every one of you got something from this that will totally help you soar in your change, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So if something here bless you today, I would love for you to share it out and join me in this whole wellness revolution, because it's not about doing. Wellness is a state of mind. You can't do well, you have to be well. And when you have an increase in your mind money and you're not rushing around, you are well. See, somewhere I slipped, y'all, because I'm just too busy. Probably busy doing nothing, like John C. said. So I absolutely must reclaim my taxes. I want a refund, y'all. Thanks for joining. I'll see you on the next live.